Hello everyone, my name is Amber Kay, and for assignment 1 I interviewed David Blair of Main Library in Charlotte, North Carolina. This library is in the center of the city of Charlotte, and David Blair is the Director of Technology, or he is the Library Technology Administrator. And during this interview we talked about his roles and planning as administrator. As administrator, he deals with project management, looking and finding future technology for the library, and making sure with the skill set that the networks and servers are operating smoothly. When asked about advice for those who would be interested in going into his field, he said that communication skills are a must and should work on them through public speaking and management classes. When it comes to looking for trends and new sources for technology, he uses both online and print sources such as blogs, newsletters, and support websites. Just like the Web Junction survey that we saw during our first week lecture, Blair did indeed use the 15 to 28% daily and weekly sources just like librarians use in their library. For his planning, Blair creates a 3-year plan. Right now he is in the middle of his fiscal 2014 to 2016 year plan, and as he goes throughout the year he updates and reports on it as the year goes on. The must-haves, should-haves, and nice-to-haves are dependent on what he can afford to the library have, and organizing technology into these categories first plans the year and gives the most essential software and hardware to the library first and the others that aren't so essential last. To actually acquire the funds for such technology, he explains to his funders 3 ways that either just keep the basics of the library going, benefits the internal runnings of the library for the employees, and finally technology that can help patrons. To protect the library's network, Blair helps administer educational programs to its staff and patrons' policies, such as the computer network policy, to help garner safety. Examples of such education is making employees aware of malicious emails and patrons to be advised of what websites to not visit for computer safety reasons. After the interview, I wish I came more prepared with very specific questions that could actually give me more named examples of what kind of hardware and software he uses during his day-to-day job. While everyone wishes that they didn't procrastinate with their assignments, I thought I actually had enough time with this assignment, and I gave myself more than a month, and I emailed several people, but the emails I sent out or the calls I left never got answered, and I knew that I needed to work on my people skills to obtain interviews more efficiently. Also, I noticed that in reality Mr. Blair is actually separate than the IT field, and in this class, I thought they were actually intertwined, both what the administrator and the IT field does, but instead of doing the day-to-day workings with technology, Mr. Blair is more about obtaining, keeping, and maintaining the technology, while those who are underneath him in the hierarchy field are actually those who work with it. Librarians who want more specific skill traits are probably more likely to work in IT than in admin, and the few people who would actually need to learn Java or C++ don't really need to go in the administration department of libraries. Everything is so specialized that communication is for the director while technical skills are for IT. And that concludes my presentation about my interview with Mr. Blair.